Good day, my name is George and this is my Spyderco Stretch review. Now here's the specification of the knife. It's a 3.5 inches long blade. The blade material is ZDP189. The handle material is a fiber reinforced nylon with stainless steel liners inside. The locking mechanism is back lock. And I actually quite like this knife because I think ergonomic wise as well as the look of it is all quite up to a very high standard. So I give the knife a reasonably high score on both technical and EDC aspects. I actually don't have a lot of bad things to say about this knife. What I can tell you is that when you hold this knife in your palm, you feel that you can actually choke this knife's handle on a really good grip. Along with the really effective jimping, you can definitely deliver a lot of power with the knife. Even say in a thrust attack situation. I think the knife was probably designed as an EDC knife. The website used to say that the knife was made in such a shape and length so it will be less intimidating. But I think definitely this knife would make a very good weapon to defend yourself. I think the back of this handle here allows you to actually push the knife with quite a lot of force because of this angle here. Now let's get to the positive summary of this knife. I think the comfortable handle makes this knife very unique, and also the lockback design here is one of the strongest locking mechanisms I have ever come across. There's a very good effective jimping on both ends. I think this is patented Spyderco pattern, which I don't think any other manufacturers make. It's a very strong and unique blade design as well. Most of other Spydercos would have a very straight ramp from this thumbhole all the way down to the end of the blade, making it rather a little bit vulnerable. I think this design here, you can see it's rather a rounded design around the edge, the tip, so it's a much stronger design than your normal Spyderco designs. Also, the knife is provided with a really big thumb hole, so once you put your thumb inside, you can see that you have a really good grip on the hole, and it's very unlikely for you to slip. Now I'll get to the downside of this knife. Actually, the downside, I think there's only just one thing I can tell you about, which is the blade steel here. You probably have been already wondering why this blade is so dirty with green stuff. This is a coating I've applied to the knife. It's not great because it makes this green color dye on the surface so that you know which bit is actually coated with this coating. But it protects the knife from being rusting. Why did I do that? It's a stainless steel knife, right? So I actually noticed that after I bought the knife, not long after that, I noticed on the locking here, the locking surface here, there is brownish colored substances, which I believe is rust, and that should really never happen to a knife you just bought. I think it probably is due to the reasons that the steel they applied here is what they call a semi-stainless steel. It's got a really high carbon content, which is 3%. But most of the stainless steel would only have somewhere about 1.1% to 1.5% carbon in the alloy. So this is a very high carbon content stainless steel, making it extremely hard, and it's really good for hard use. But unfortunately, the downside of that steel is it's not a very good stainless steel, because as you can see that it's already having a bit of rust before I did anything to it. I don't really use a lot of my knives, but you can imagine that given this situation, before it's even used, it's already got some rust. So that's why I put the coating on this, making it look quite greasy and dirty, but that's what I had to do. So if I were to tell the Spyderco guys to make any improvement on this knife, I'll say maybe they could apply some of that diamond-like coating on the knife, like what they did to the Spyderco paramilitary tool, because it's if you check on Wikipedia, diamond-like coating means it's just pretty much never going to be worn out, and it's going to also protect the blade surface here from being rusted. Otherwise, I think they could probably put a little bit of jimping on the back of the handle here to make it even more steady. But that's an optional suggestion. I think the knife as it is, it's a great knife, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looking for an ideal EDC. The knife itself also comes with a VG10 blade, which I think is a really good all-around blade material. So I think that could probably beat this knife, the one that's got the ZDP189, which is not a very good stainless steel. And as a folding knife, you definitely don't want the rust to be here, because that's where it could potentially cause a fracture or a failure, and it's very hard to clean this bit as well. So overall, I give the knife a pretty good a score on just about everything. The design is 8, quality is 7, material used I give it 6 because of the rust on the blade. Deployment is not super fast, but in my opinion, the lock back designs are usually not considered as fast deployed knives. But I think it's good value, and I paid 216 New Zealand dollars for it. I think it beats the Benchmade 940. Okay, and that's all. Thank you very much for watching.